Tom Plasinski, head of BMW Group Classic USA. We're here at Amelia Island for the Concours weekend, and we're also celebrating 50 years of the 3 Series here. Can we believe it? 50 years of 3 Series, the core of the BMW brand. To represent those, we have 7 cars, one from each generation, that we can walk through here. Let's start with the first generation of 3 Series. Before this car, there was no such thing as a 3 Series, a 5 Series, a 7 Series. They were called by their engine size names. And this was the very first car that came out as a 3 Series, and it set the nomenclature in motion for the next 50 years. We have a very nice E21 320 here, US model. It has the big bumpers on it, Alpina style wheels. It's a very low mileage original car, and a beautiful one as part of the BMW North America collection. We could have brought a race car too. We have a Group 5 320i Turbo that raced in IMSA, but really this is the car that old-time BMW fans remember. We were here setting up today and so many fans came by and said, oh, I had one of those back in the day, it was awesome. This is it. Let's move on to the next car. Some cars are race cars, some are street cars. And for E30, we decided we'd bring an M3. And if you're going to bring an M3 race car, then it needs to be a DTM. This is a 1991 DTM car, slide throttle on the engine, which is how you tell the difference between an endurance racer and a DTM sprint car racer. This one was driven by Steve Soper in the 1992 season. A very successful race car. Not just this car being successful, but the entire series of E30 M3 race cars were incredibly successful. This was a very iconic car, and we had to bring this car. Most of the cars here are US spec cars, but this one, of course, didn't race in the US. And let's move on to the next generation, E36. And BMW fans will recognize this car very, very quickly. This is an E36 M3 lightweight, one of 123. This is a very low mileage car that was been kept in the collection since new. It has under 2,000 miles on it. So it's a very pristine car, and it shows exactly what the car looked like when it was brand new. Very rare car, beloved car by the fans, and the best way to talk about the E36 3 Series. And then we come to one of my favorites. This is the E46 M3 GTR. This car is really special. It's a unicorn, really. It is the V8 powered GTR. There are only 3 V8 powered GTR race cars in existence in the world. This one runs. We ran it a few weeks ago. It's a fantastic car. Sounds great with that P60 V8 4-liter motor. Shoots flames out the side, which is always fun to see. And it was a very successful race car. The car is painted in stars and stripes, which is how it raced in the last race of the 2001 season. The last race was the Petit Le Mans, and it happened, the race took place about a month after 9/11. So as a tribute to 9/11, it was painted in stars and stripes. And the car went on to win that race, the last race of its career, and then it was retired. After the 2001 season, the GTRs were essentially banned for the V8. The cars were then converted to 6-cylinder power and went on to win the Grand Am Championship. But this car, back in 2015, we returned it to its original GTR V8 livery. And actually, if we want, we can have a look under the hood, because this is really the part that makes this car so special and so unique. And by the way, there were some street cars made as well. There are 3 in existence, also with the P60 V8. It's a flat plane crank engine, so it vibrates a lot. Very high revving. Sounds absolutely amazing. So that's E46. And then E92, or E9X if you want to include all the 4th generation 3 Series. This one's an E92 M3 GT. Raced in the ALMS from 2009 through 2012. For the BMW insiders, there was an LCI. For the 2011 season, this is the LCI, if you wish. Very developed under the skin. From the skin, it looks fairly similar. And it was a car that was raced very successfully in 11 and 12. This particular car, number 56, won the Drivers' Championship with Joey Hand and Dirk Mueller in 2011. It won Sebring in 2011, Sebring in 2012. It won the full-on Manufacturers' Championship, Team Championship, and the Michelin Green X Championship for Efficiency in 2011. So a very successful race car. The E92s and E90s are well loved within the BMW 3 Series community, so this had to be the pinnacle of that, and that's why we brought this wonderful car. Then we'll turn to a little bit of a, I guess it's a bit of a unicorn. It is a 3 Series touring. We called them sport wagons at the time. We've recently returned to offering a touring in the US market. And so we decided, well, let's bring a little bit of history. This was one of the very last 3 Series tourings built. It isn't done in a special color with special options. There are 7 of these, and we kept one for the collection. And then finally, we come to the G20, the current generation of 3 Series, with an M340i. And this car is exactly 50 years post the E21 that we looked at first. Wonderful car, big seller for us, inline 6, turbocharged, and the current generation of car. Fun fact, the Ultimate Driving Machine tagline that we see on the license plate of here is also 50 years old this year. This is actually at 1977 when the car came to the US market. We started with the 2002 with the Ultimate Driving Machine tagline in our advertising as soon as BMW North America was incorporated, also on March 15th of 1975. Amelia Island is the kickoff for the 50 years of 3 Series celebrations, which will be worldwide throughout the year. This is number 1. We have 50 cars here from the BMW Car Club celebrating all 7 generations. They will be on the show field tomorrow. We're really happy to be able to show 7 really special cars for the fans here. We'll have more celebrations as the year progresses. These cars have touched so many of our lives. We need to celebrate them this year. It's going to be a lot of fun.